Yeah, check. We haven't pulled out our megaphone lately.
We have not.
Let's keep it that way for the listening public.
It looks good on the table, though.
Let's make them want it. It does look good. It looks a little bit like maybe they didn't have a scale, like, there wasn't like a tennis ball sitting next to it or a quarter. I mean, who's going to put a quarter by a megaphone? But it's little, it's small, smallish.
It's funny that the Christmas tree will be in season soon.
It's damn near back in season. Yes, thank you for noticing. I appreciate that greatly. My phone's blowing up, Mark. Something's happening. What's going on? Some fantasy football chatter.
Uh-oh. Are you figuring out who you're going to draft?
Oh, shit. They take a few more chances in life. Oh, my buddy's in Thailand. My buddy Dan. I went to high school. I went to elementary and junior. I went all the way through with this guy.
He's not going to get arrested, is he?
I don't know, but no, it's a picture of a guy. It's an alligator and a dude. He goes, they take a few more chances in life in Bangkok. This guy had braces on his teeth, a little more optimistic about the future than he should have been. That's a very astute observation there. We call my buddy Petey. My friend Dan, his name is Petey. He's like, if you're doing that for a job, why you got braces on your teeth, buddy? You ain't gonna make it much longer. He's got his head inside an alligator's mouth, but hey.
Is that Joe?
Joe Dirt?
Joe Dirt, yes, thank
I think
you.
it's the Thai Joe Dirt, yes. Why do I gotta go? No, I can't go to Thailand. I just in case I can't go to Thailand. But
when I was in the military, I spent some time in Thailand.
Okay.
And in Pattaya Beach. So we went out to the bars.
What did you say right before that? In Pattaya Beach?
We were in Pattaya Beach area.
Okay. There's a town, there's a beach.
It's a city.
I thought it was a performer. Why would you be in? Go ahead.
Dirty.
Go on.
So we went to this bar and they have an outdoor boxing ring. And it's these Thai fighters boxing. They say anybody in the audience want to go against these guys. And they're all maybe 5'5", really small guys. And these drunk Europeans would get in there and try to fight these guys. And these guys are kneeing them everywhere.
Just beating the shit out of them.
Oh, it is just hilarious. I just had the greatest time. I couldn't leave. And one guy would get the crap beat out of him, and another one would get up there and do it. And it just went on all night long.
You just can't, college football just ain't the same after that, right? I mean, you need a little more. Blood Sport.
Funny.
Wasn't it a movie? What was that called? Blood Sport?
With
Claude Van Damme?
It was an actual tournament.
In real life?
In real life, yeah.
In Thailand? Or where was it?
I don't know. It was somewhere in the Far East.
Don't act like you weren't the person they wrote that movie about.
Well, I won, but I don't want to. Oh, shoot. I'll have to edit that.
Man, you just let that up way too easily. All right. Have we announced who we are?
We have not.
Well, then I have an announcement. Okay. Everybody sit down. Calm down. This is TheAscertainers, which is a podcast which says less about you than it does about us. I'm just going to say that right now. We're not proud of this. It's just something we're doing. The judge said do 129 episodes or so. I think this is episode 129. This is it. We're free after this.
I'm actually proud of this.
Proud of what?
Our podcast.
Oh, I thought you meant the community service that the judge ordered.
Both.
Tell us what makes you proudest, most proud.
Well, I don't have that much in my life to be proud of, other than my kids.
Oh my God. I have this huge sign that says, "Don't forget about your kids." I'm waving it as hard as I can. Excuse me, enthusiastically.
I should say my family. Got my wife in that.
I finally bought a whiteboard and I'm using it to coach Mark through what he's most proud of.
I probably shouldn't say anything more.
What about that double flusher you took in the Waffle House in Tuscaloosa?
Oh, I love Waffle House.
I don't think I've ever been.
Oh my goodness.
You've never been to Mickey's Diner though, have you?
I haven't.
Okay. I just wonder how they compare.
Is Mickey's Diners the one that shut down for a couple of years?
Well,
during
there's a couple
COVID?
of locations. There's the one downtown St. Paul, right across from that huge church, that really beautiful Catholic church. I think it might be Ascension. I went to both a wedding and a funeral at that church within about a 3-month period, which is interesting. But that's the one that was featured on the Mighty Ducks. That's where the one guy's mom worked. And then there's one further toward like the airport on 7th Street. That's the one I go to by a famous Dave's.
You
But
go
it's
there
just
often?
I used to go there probably 4 times a year. That's where Alex would always want to go for his birthday. That was his place. And he still really enjoys it. Sit at the counter, leave a ridiculous tip, and just feel pretty good the rest of the day until you got to take a shit. And Chris and I we used to walk there because we lived in the apartment building adjacent to this place. So Sunday mornings, we'd get the paper. You'd be proud of me.
I am proud of
Get
you.
the Sunday paper, go to Mickey's, get the America's Favorite All Day Breakfast or the fucking Potatoes O'Brien or something like that. Earth Special, it's a good one. And then just get about 15 Diet Cokes, and then go back to the apartment and watch football and use the bathroom the rest of the day.
I should check out Mickey's.
Mickey's is good. The Little Oscars is good too. You can sit at, you can't really so much see them cook, but they do have a counter. But at Mickey's, it's like literally the guy is there. I mean, you're looking at it,
They just scrape the grill, or what is that called? The griddle? They don't ever clean it.
Well, fuck no.
Crap off.
It probably never turns off. It's wild. And I honestly love watching a short order cook probably more than a good band. Watching a short order cook when they get busy, they know you can know by the end of 30 minutes of watching them, you know where the hot spot is on the grill. You can see how they stage orders. It's nuts. Like you think it's like when you guys serve at like a table of like 6 people there, that's probably as big as you could probably fit 6 in a booth there. The amount of fucking coordination that goes into that is alarming for everyone to get their food hot and no one to bitch. It's crazy. That's why I leave again. I show my appreciation tip-wise at those places in a exorbitant way because I got entertained. It was, in addition to good food, I got to be amazed. You don't get to be amazed at any other restaurant where you don't see when they're making it.
The hurricane tracker, they use Waffle House. If the Waffle House is open, then that area is open to the public during a hurricane.
So are you saying it's the last place to close? Is that kind of so is that like a metric to say,
yes,
hey,
exactly.
Here's how bad it is, the Waffle House is closed? Is that?
Yes.
That is, we talked about Cracker Barrel last episode. Waffle House. Here's what's funny about Waffle House. Nice logo. It's like the word Waffle House with 1 or 2 lights out, 1 or 2 letters not illuminated, like Awful House, or whatever. But what are the odds that the W is going to go out every month? Pretty slim. So that just said they let the greasy food do the talking.
It's great at 2 a.m.
Oh, what would you order there? What would be a Waffle House order for you?
The 2-egg special. 2 eggs, hash browns, get a side order of grits, and you get toast with that. Everything's smothered, which means cheese. They just unwrap a piece of Velveeta cheese or whatever that is.
Lay it on there?
And lay it on there and let it melt.
Good old Velveeta. It's quite a texture.
Yeah, that's true.
When you say cheese, you can't really, it's you either got cheese or you got Velveeta.
Hi, I'm Mark.
I'm Jim. Mark is our favorite pescatarian ascertainer, and Jim, which is me, or us. I'm a meat eater. I'm an omnivore. I'm going to the state fair tomorrow. I hate the state fair, but the last time I went was 15 years ago. But my wife wants to go to the state. It was that or the zoo. And I'm like, the zoos are open every weekend. We should just go to the state fair if I'm going to go through with that. But I'm sure I'll enjoy it. There's a lot of good music at the state fair. I'm going to check out as many little stages as I can. There's no food that just intrigues me I'll probably get a slice of fucking pizza,
I'm going to get a Daryl's corn dog from Daryl's Doghouse. It's Morningstar hot dog inside.
Oh, so it's a fake meat hot dog?
A corn dog.
So it's a corn veggie dog.
It's like an Impossible burger or Impossible meat.
An impossible dog. It's called soda pop. He was impossible. He'd all over my house. Good luck with yours.
I lived here with that soda pop.
Yes, you got to hear soda pop.
I did.
Quite a singing voice, that dog, didn't he?
Didn't like me in my sunroof.
He's fucking parked in your house.
Yes.
Classic soda pop. Soda was a lovable dog, but not a good fit, as it turns out. Highs and lows with soda pop. That could be my name of my podcast. Oh, wait, nothing.
Highs and lows of doing a podcast with moi.
What? I thought it was pronounced Mark. Am I saying that wrong this whole time?
I'm French.
Oh, that's right. But just the top half?
Bottom half.
What's the top half? Indian?
Or Native American.
Ah, that's right. You're really very much like a centaur then. Hairy legs and a shorn top.
I can't remember what
I thought it was a lute. I'm going to tell you right now, Pally.
You.
If I'm wrong on lute, I'll take a 5-minute time out.
I would agree with you because you know your centaur instruments.
I do.
Which is very
I
impressive.
do have a
With.
A lute looks like a guitar. Let me just look up centaur. No, they don't. What do you call that though? Is that was pan something? Let me help you with that Pam. Sorry.
The other night, I was watching Turner Classic Movies because that's what I do because I'm old. And I was watching the movie 0 Hour. And I'm watching it.
Is that the thing that you're talking about though? The
Yes.
harp-looking thing? Doesn't really say what it is. Go ahead. 0 Hour.
And I'm watching this. Guy gets on the airplane. His wife leaves him with their kid. And they're serving dinner, fish, or pork chops.
Oh, is this from?
Yes. The crew gets sick and he has to fly the airplane because he was a pilot in the military.
So you found the source material for Airplane that they parodied?
I was watching this and I was laughing my ass off. The guys who did Zucker and
Abramson,
they bought the rights to this movie so they could do Airplane. And they stole word for word in parts. So I'm watching this movie, I'm laughing my ass off. And then the captain gets sick and the doctor comes up and he goes, I'll give you some morphine to kind of delay the effects of food poisoning.
and that was back then. Morphine. He probably made that shit at home.
And then you're just handing out LSD to the rest of the passengers. No.
I don't know why I wouldn't do LSD at this stage of my life. My work might have a problem with it, but it's like, oh, you don't want to do that because it can fry your brain or it can like screw up with your reproductives and all that kind of shit. I'm like, yeah, I'm all done with that.
Your brain?
Yeah, I barely use it. I use 10% of it. 10% tops. Don't they say that? Even when you're a healthy person, you're only using a fraction of your brain. I'll just use the rest for the other stuff. I should do it on this podcast and not tell you. And it'll be like, your head's on fire. Ah!
What would be different?
Well, a little head fire thing, I guess. I have a couple things that have been on my mind. David Lee Roth is outperforming again. Have you seen any of his...
Who's he outperforming?
He's outperforming his old self, which is not that hard to do. No. He's underperforming his old self. He is... Somebody has to
Tell him to stop.
tell him. Somebody should have told him a long time ago. Like when he was long-haired, 1982, David Lee Roth, and spewing his philosophies and stuff. It was refreshing, right? It was a better-looking musical Spicoli is really what you were looking at there. And then it just got worse and worse, and he got more and more full of himself. And now he's a flat-out, I could sing better than, it's not, if you go pay to see David Lee Roth, right? Unless you're just there for the goof, which could be happening. But if you're like a fan and you see the garbage he's putting out right now, oh, it's bad. It's I can't even, oh, fuck. Maybe what I see, what they're posting is like the last song and, early on, he's like spot on. But even, you know what? I even saw a thing from like 1984 or 5, because 86, Sammy was in by then. It was Unchained at some British festival. And it was like the old sea of people, right? And they jump out and Eddie's doing his big solo. And all of a sudden, here comes David Lee Roth. And it looks like he's wearing like He looks like Steve Martin in The Jerk, right? He's got the robe. He's got one boot. He's got a fucking thermos. And he just looks like he was on fire in a thrift store. And he thought, well, the more clothes I can put on might put the fire out. And then he ran on stage after that. He just looked like an idiot. And he's kicking, he's doing his little stupid dances and shit. And it's like, option one, sing the song, just like people remember it from the album. Well, he didn't do that. He had to ad-lib everything. He's like Trump. You know what I mean? Trump, I know Trump can see what's on the teleprompter. The sky is blue. It's a nice day in Scranton today. Okay, that's what it says for him to read. But he'll take a half hour to say that, and he just has to embellish everything. David Lee Roth is a victim of his own embellishment, and modern David Lee Roth, it's not fun. Like, it'd be fun if it was funny and he was like in on the joke and stuff. Dave, you got to hang it up, pal. I mean, it's not even fun to make fun of you anymore. That's, I think, the point I'm trying to make. And that's bad, because that's where I derive my pleasure, is making fun of David Lee Roth and it not being mean. Now it's just mean. Turn over a new leaf, people.
There's so many of those artists that just don't know when to quit.
Well, Def Leppard, I feel like in the last 10 years, maybe 20, that Joe Elliott is, I mean, they got to get a drummer with one arm. I mean, they could do a lot with production in that band, but his singing is just brutal. Rush at the end, brutal. You know who's still good? Scorps guy. Klaus. Klaus.
The guy from Cheap Trick, he's still pretty good.
Robin Zander. Let's name some singers that we can.
Wayne Newton, I think the owners of the hotels had to kind of come together to say,
oh, is he bad at the end?
Quit. You can't sing anymore.
Well, it's got to be hard to sing when you can't open your mouth regular, right? Because all the plastic surgeries.
Oh,
you got to use your face to enunciate.
No, his voice went, and he continued on for years after that, and they just should have quit.
Vince Neil, brutal. I think Axl, pretty brutal.
Axl was covering something, but he wasn't trying to be the young Axl. He was singing into his voice, and it was actually
recently
pretty good. Yes.
Well, that'd be good to hear. It's got a unique voice. I'll tell you right now, I saw Primus do a Rush cover set. It was part of their tour. It was called Farewell to Kings, whatever, which, by the way, that album just turned how many years old today? 48 years ago. God, I feel old as shit, dude.
Yeah, it was bad then, and it's bad now.
Dick. I mean, Richard. No, but so Primus so the set was, or the concert was this. They did 45 minutes of Primus songs, and then they played the Farewell to Kings front to back, phenomenal. But they didn't pretend, they just brought everything down a key or a whatever the hell you call that. So everything was the same, except it was just as fast, right? It wasn't like they slowed it down that way. And it took a sec to get used to, but then it was like, oh man, why wasn't Rush doing this the whole fucking time at the end? And Geddy Lee's still around, and he's very much, got his wits about him and all that. I wish that they would make either him or the guitar. He doesn't need to do anything with the guitar player anymore. Rush is dead, right? Because it's just not going to be Rush, so why bother with it? But I think it'd be fun kind of like to hear him singing like Mark Knopfler style, where it's just an acoustic. It's just hearing the voice, not trying to sound like the guy from Rush. Let's talk about the Grateful Dead for a little bit.
Always. I can bring up my song of the week because it's another band that I love.
Do I know this song yet or no?
You do know it.
Oh, but sometimes Mark will make me listen to a song of the week.
Oh, makes
torture.
Wow. I'm going to go with Pink Floyd.
Oh God.
Learning to Fly.
The Mission Bell. No, or the something reason.
God, I can't think of it now.
I think it's her Mission Bell because that's the concert I went to.
It was her first album after Roger Waters left.
Oh, it's done by Tom Petty, it turns out.
God, I can't believe I can't remember.
I got you. Learning to Fly album. Momentary lapse of reason.
There you go. Thank you. The reason I bring it up is because I got out of flying and I was a full-time paid fireman.
How'd you get into flying? Air Force.
Correct.
Seems for our new listeners.
Oh, it's Singapore. Hello. Welcome.
Welcome. Sorry.
So I'm a fireman and I'm listening to the song and I thought, You know what? I got to get back to my first love. That song, Talk to Me.
Livestock? I'm sorry, Woodstock. Oh, fuck, my bad. Hi. For the Singapore listeners that was learning to fry, okay, I just want to let you know that I just looked at the translation. Learning to fry.
Stop. Oh, that was my song of the week.
So what happened?
I went back to become a pilot.
You were a pilot?
I was.
I thought you worked at Delta, the toilet maker.
No, that was Kohler.
I was way off. All right, so that's a good song of the week, and that's your story? That's the...
Yeah, I thought it would have a little backstory to it.
I'm going to call that backstory little, all right. I got no backstory on mine. I just think it's a really cool song, and I want to make very sure that I say the right title because I could potentially embarrass myself. Yes, Green Grass and High Tides by the Outlaws. You know why I like it? Because it's cool. Thank you. That's all you need to know. Phenomenal guitars. The guy's voice is, it's a voice a man can say, ooh, I like that guy's voice.
I just love how you open up on the podcast and really...
You gotta stop using commas, man. Those pauses are going to get us in trouble. I just open up 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Anyway, I open up the regular amount. According to my doctor, my plastic surgeon, on the other hand, said this is going to cost a lot.
Was that a Norm Macdonald? We watched a lot of Norm Macdonald in between.
Yes, we watched Larry King interviewing Norm Macdonald, and it was like a super chill interview, but Norm Macdonald, big fan. I think Norm Macdonald's probably, like if I had a choice, like if I was on a 2-hour plane flight and I had to pick one comic to listen to, I could probably listen to Norm because he's like lightning. He never strikes the same place twice. Even when he's just talking about his life, it's funny. Whereas other guys are more bit-oriented and stuff. So that's my Norm Macdonald story. I'm sticking to it.
It was funny he mentioned Dennis Miller, that Dennis Miller came across smarter than his audience.
I think what he was talking about was that there are certain comics that are more interested in coming off as smart than as funny. But in doing so, they end up being funny. Or that they actually, I botched that completely. The ones that interview that wind up being very funny and the interview winds up being funny, the interviewer is subservient to the guest, and they just look to set up the guest as opposed to, which is an art. You know what I mean? To be able to steer like a joke or a line of conversation so the guy can just hit it out of the park. That's a thing. And modern talk show hosts, I think, are way less interested in that and more interested in...
Johnny Carson was like that he would set up the guests where David Letterman, he didn't set up the guests. He was...
Oh, he kind of let him run? Or what? What would Letterman do?
Norm Macdonald explained it. Letterman was in on the joke. The audience was in on the joke, but the guest was the joke.
Yes.
Now that I look back on it, he wasn't setting up the guest to be funny. He was making fun of him, not in a mean-spirited way.
Right. No, he got away with it too. Early Letterman, hard to beat. Late Letterman, not my thing.
Letterman now, he's an angry old man.
There are a lot of have you seen Keith Olbermann lately? Woof! Wow, very bitter, like unhinged. It's too bad. I thought he was pretty funny on SportsCenter, honestly.
I was in Tampa, Florida, at a bar, and
again. 9 a.m. again.
Who's there? Keith Olbermann. It's just
You told me the story.
Yeah.
Was it positive or not?
He was being Keith Olbermann. Kind of funny, but making fun of you at the same time.
What was he doing for a living at the time? Was he a news guy yet, or was he a SportsCenter guy?
SportsCenter.
Oh, those old SportsCenter hosts were like rock stars.
Did he come from a taping? Because he was in a suit. It was really weird.
All I know is he married Katie Tur. Do you know who that is?
I know the name.
She's like a MSNBC personality or whatever, but significant age gap. I mean, just it all worked out for those two crazy kids, though. You know who else was good? Kenny Mayne. You remember Kenny Mayne?
Oh, yeah.
He was so dry. And at first I'm like, who is this fucking guy? He didn't look like he knew what like a football was. He looked like a race guy, and it turns out car racing. It turns out that was kind of his bailiwick, wasn't it? Motorsports.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I thought he went on to call that and everything, but when Oberman's nicknames and the ESPN commercials,
classic.
Holy shit, so good. Anyway,
the two guys on CNN Sports, whatever they call it. The CNN had like a half-hour sports segment, and I would watch them in Japan. It was a guy who looked like Dracula. The other guy was
Count Chocula. I don't think that was CNN.
Yeah, it was called Sports. 1986, 87 era. CNN Sports.
Oh shit, Fred Hickman.
Yes.
I don't know who that is.
That's the.
He's dead. He died of liver cancer. Hickman, whoever he was. Here's a 28-minute.
But they were very good.
Which one? Is it the black guy or the white guy? It looks like Dracula.
No, the white guy looks like Dracula to me.
Jeez, it's like nothing but Pete Rose court shit.
Oh, that's a terrible clip. But they used to do a half-hour.
That's the Dracula guy?
Yes, to me.
Okay. I guess I'm conflating him with Spock because I thought his ears would be big. Eddie Murphy could play that guy all day.
They had a good interaction, and it was good.
I believe you.
He gave me the eye roll.
If you can see that I'm rolling my eyes, I have no eyes to roll.
What was it called? Does it say what the...
It was called CNN Sports Tonight.
Wow, that's a catchy
Literally,
name.
CNN Sports Tonight. What a creative name. What channel is it on? ABC. That's the fucked up part. Aspen.
How did we get on this? Oh.
The salmon of Capistrano or something. Gonna go where the water runs like wine. Okay, I had another thing stuck in my craw.
What's that?
When you look at a group photo of people, like at a golf tournament or a family reunion or anything where there's like 4 or more people, I don't like it. Nope, there's more.
Stop right there.
I'm fine with pictures of people together, I guess. But
as long as it's 3.
Here's what I like. Yeah, like odd numbers or a thing. I like that. I mean, it's always better. But when one person like knows how to pose and the others don't give a shit. Actually, I guess you know what? I shouldn't say I don't like it. I think it's the funniest thing ever. Like there's people that, or here's the other thing, where it's a bunch of women. Sorry, ladies, but you'll see like if let's say there's 8, there's like 4 on the left and 4 on the right, and the 4 on the right, as soon as one of them does the lean in cheat, where you kind of, I don't know if you're trying to like stick your chin out or not like hide your belly or what you're doing, but it's like contagious. The other ones will too. So you got half the picture, everyone's standing straight up, and the other half, they're all hunched over. I don't like that. That's the end of rant. Yes, Mark. I see your hand is up.
What is that movie where it's a group of women and he goes, "Oh man, look at all those beautiful women over there," and the other guy goes, "They're in a group. Look at them individually." Oh,
it's Hall Pass. Yeah, the one where there's the isolate the one you think is hot, hangs out with 6s to look like a 8. The guy is the dad from Step Brothers. That's the guy who's saying these words, and he's with Jason Sudeikis and Owen Wilson at a bar. That's an interesting movie. Not good, but interesting concept. There's a couple of good laughs, though.
Like TheAscertainers. There's a couple good laughs.
It's a bad premise, bad performers, but if you just once in a while, twice a day, a broken clock has the right time on it. You ever heard of Alan Sherman? I think he had like a variety show and stuff, but he's famous for a song called "Hello Mutta, Hello Fata."
I was thinking of Sherman of the time traveling.
Oh, from Phineas B. whatever, the cartoon?
Yeah. Wasn't that part of Rocky and Bullwinkle?
I think so.
What was it? Sherman and what was the dog's name?
I don't know. The dog was dead by then, sir. What movie?
I don't know.
Catch Me If You Can. When he's getting grilled by the dad of Amy Adams. You went to whatever law school? Yeah. Oh, what was that one professor's name? And he goes, he's Leo was keeping up with him. And he goes, what was that dog's name? And it was like he's trying to catch him, right? Whether or not he was being authentic. He goes, dog had died by then. So anyhow, Phineas, I thought it was Phineas was in that somewhere.
Go ahead. What you were talking about. Can I go back to
my Alan Sherman thing?
Yes.
So that song is from 1963.
Oh, Mr. Peabody. Sorry.
Mr. Peabody.
And Sherman.
Also, the name of a local cover band, Mr. Peabody. And I literally one time asked the singer, I thought his name was Laverne Peabody. That's Mr. Peabody's first name, by the way. But, and I had the old egg on my face. He goes, I'm Al. Oh no, there's not a real Mr. Peabody. I wrote the check out to Mr. Peabody. Okay. Hello Mata Helifata came out in 1963. They reference Leonard Skinner in the second verse of that song. Not Skinnerd, but Leonard Skinner. Isn't that interesting?
That is.
And then, of course, they say that the band was named after the gym teacher. I wonder if his name was also Leonard Skinner. Because they fucked up the spelling, however they came up with it. There's no way we could look that up. It would take hours. So I'll get back to you on that one there. But I've got this Leonard Skinner. It's called Pronounce Leonard Skinner. It's the name of the Facebook page or whatever. Golden interviews. Holy shit. They talk about...
Isn't that the name of the album?
Yes. But it's also the name of the page.
Okay.
I'm not making that up.
Well, I just thought you would say that it was the name of the album and the page.
What's up, Letterman? Knock it off. Slowly roll. I think that's all the hate and angst I had. Oh, for those that are of our generation, Mark brought something up today. I forget what it was. It had to do with a large person, and the Mark made a reference of that they would be like on a mini bike or twins. It had to do with what was the thing?
It was a drummer for Prince. He's not in the Revolution, or was he in the Revolution also?
I don't know what version of Prince he was in, but his name is Michael Bland, and he's a legendary drummer. I think he plays for Soul Asylum now, or he did recently.
He's an excellent drummer. But if you're doing that night after night, you would think you would be a little slimmer. Because
if he wasn't burning all those cows, man, he'd be really big then.
I said he looks like he might be the twin of the guys on the motorcycle that were
in the Guinness Book of World Records, which every kid of our era, pretty much probably, that was the internet then, right?
Yes,
it was way better than the encyclopedia, but there are just certain things that that people don't know now.
It's like scrolling through YouTube or Instagram.
I'm telling you, it's crazy. And you know that it was the origin of the Guinness Book of World Records. It was basically put together to settle bets. In Guinness, it's the brewery, like bar bets. At least that's what I'm going with. No, I think it's a thing. So the Guinness is not just like Guinness. And I always thought it was like genius because I was no genius. I read it wrong. But yes, their claim was the world's largest twins. And the picture they showed was these two twins. They showed them from the backside sitting on these little mini bikes, which made them look huge, even bigger. So that was, a thing.
And what did they say they were buried in?
Oh, pianos or something, right?
Piano cases.
Yeah. Didn't they have to like cut the wall or something or they had to get them out of the house some weird way? Or was that, no, I think that was just the biggest guy, not a twin, just the biggest guy, period. Well, that's a real fucking upbeat note. I mean, they didn't have Ozempic back then. Give them a break. But back then, you ever see pictures of like the 1950s and stuff? Everyone's wearing a hat. Everyone's wearing a suit. Pretty much everybody's fit.
Because you're not going to gain weight, especially in the summer, wearing all those clothes.
That was wool too, man.
Yeah, you're just going to sweat everything out.
Those guys must have fucking reeked. Think about it. At least in the South here, you'd be fine. You got, 8 months of winter. But
when did deodorant become mainstream?
Well, I've known you a long time. I'd say within the last 2 years.
Bastard.
That was fucking funny. Sorry for my language on this episode. It was episode 2. Mark and I will be taking a week off because
Because of that.
Medical reasons. No, yeah, because of that last joke
Yes.
and my language. But then will be the next one you hear after that. We may have a special guest on it. We don't know. We're pretty sure. We're hoping, but if it doesn't pan out, doesn't pan out. A boy can dream.
They can. Thank you for listening. You can get a hold of us at TheAscertainers@gmail.com. Please go ahead.
You can also find us at Newt's every other Friday night now. I don't know how it's a new month starting here next week. So I don't know if the monthly special will stay the same, but the Newt's Mac is a big Mac. It's like a Big Mac on steroids, and if you can finish it, you might want to start looking for a mini bike and your twin. Wow, it's a big burger. Big, satisfying, delicious burger. And Newt's has been with us since the start, and I feel bad that sometimes we just whip through, especially if it's a second episode, and we've already talked about it on the first, but we appreciate our association with Newt's and their support of our efforts, as weak as they may be sometimes. But if you haven't been to Newt's, go to Newt's. If you've been to Newt's, but as it's been a while, go back to Newt's. If you went to Newt's today, you can wait a day, but then go back. Thanks. Back to you. Yep.
Stay safe in that hurricane.
Skip at the weather desk. Or am I at the weather desk and you're Skip Loescher? Here I am.
Wow. that brings back memories.
I thought Skip Loescher was cool. He had a cool voice. Woo. You'd think it was winter. And, it's like, I don't want to go outside. Let's just keep doing this thing.
Barry Savan, the weatherman. He was cool. Get a hold of us at the Facebook page. Like us, share us with a friend. Goodbye, Jim. Thank you.
Good day, sir.
I said good day. Bye.